right, so I thought this was very interesting. So the UK government is partnering with pharmaceutical giant Lilly to offer, Lilly is currently running a 5-year trial in Greater Manchester to test its weight loss drug, Mounjaro. We've heard about these weight loss drugs. And so the benefit to it is that they're hoping to help more people get back into the office by helping them improve their images. So people who are obese, they're hoping that the strain of the obesity doesn't hold them back from gaining access to, competitive job offers. And so they're willing to do this 5-year trial.
Amazing.
To get them back in. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, first of all, I wish we were recording during our production meeting when you first mentioned this, because I was floored. I was like, really? That is, I think I asked you if this was an Onion article, because it sounds crazy. I mean, I do think that there's something to be said for the thought and the idea that maybe if you remove this barrier, you're going to get more people that are willing to go back into the workforce, I guess. I don't know. I'd have to see more numbers on it. It sounds like it'd be a very expensive thing,
Right.
Unless they're getting a much lower rate on the drugs. I'd have to learn more. It sounds crazy. I do think that there's benefits there. These GLP drugs are a whole new frontier for us. I mean, everyone talks about AI and how that's changing everything, and large language models, and how work is changing around that. I think that there's a possibility that GLP drugs are going to have as big of an impact on society. If we're able to really improve health amongst the society, that's going to have a huge impact on the globe. And I mean, right now you see all the people suffering with obesity and the issues that come around that. Hopeful that it's as good as advertised, but that has an opportunity to really improve society. And then you got other advances like CRISPR and gene editing and everything. We are on the cusp of some really great things. I'm excited. I mean, it's really great things coming in the future, and it'll be interesting to see how this works out. I do know a few people that are on GLP drugs, and their mood and their confidence. In fact, they talked to me about that specifically. Their confidence improved. Their mood improved. Their partners were talking about how beneficial it is for them. I don't know enough about the side effects and everything, so everyone's always concerned about that. But at least on the surface, it really helped them, and so I could see that having a positive effect. It's interesting to see how that'll affect in a job market.
Yeah, I think that's the tricky part about
Yeah.
it is the effect on the job market, because, I mean, there's no guarantee. Like the effect, the drug affects individuals differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for someone suffering from obesity, I think that they may, if they have great results, is it something that they become dependent upon? And then do you, past the 5 years, are you like tied to supplying this drug for them?
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that the UK spends approximately 11 billion pounds, which is the equivalent of 14.3 billion US dollars annually on obesity related healthcare costs. So this might be a good way to reduce those costs,
Right.
while helping out the community.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we're at the early stages of this,
Yeah.
so we'll see how it goes. But exciting news. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Would you ever offer this?
Offer it? I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, theoretically, we provide healthcare and whatever the insurance companies or specifically in the Philippines, they have national healthcare for a lot of medical situations. I'm assuming this isn't covered currently, but I was also assume that as the prices go down and there's more knowledge about it and everything else, it may become something that's covered in the future. So in that case, yes, we would cover it.
Right. And then one more thing to note is that the health secretary, Wes Steering, noted that obesity leads to an average of 4 extra sick days annually. And so if you could reduce those amount of sick days and have your team members be healthy and thriving and feeling very positive about themselves, I can always see that as a benefit to the workforce.
That's interesting. I don't know. I mean, a stat like that, I don't know how realistic that is.
Perhaps
Because
complications from obesity.
I guess so, but my experience is most people, they either use their sick days or they're compiling it for some future use or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. That stat doesn't necessarily.
We don't know many obese people.
No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Well, that was an interesting one.